We are going to be talking about conducting a functional analysis. Functional analysis is a method that behavior analysts use to determine the function of a behavior. And basically, the way we do that is we manipulate the antecedents, or what happens before the behavior, and the consequences, which is what happens immediately after the behavior. Our goal is that we run 5 different conditions, and we determine during which of these conditions the behavior happens most frequently. And these tend to line up with a certain function of behavior. We start by doing a control condition. We call it the play condition. This is where you set up your client in as natural an environment as possible. You provide normal levels of attention, you provide them with preferred activities that they can play with, and you don't place any demands on them. If they engage in the problem behavior at all, then you handle it in a neutral tone without going overboard on consequences, and you basically want to just establish kind of a baseline. What does the problem behavior look like in its most natural setting? Then you are going to run the contingent attention condition. In this condition, you are not providing any attention to the client unless they engage in the problem behavior. If the problem behavior is happening pretty frequently during this condition, then it's likely that the function of the behavior is for contingent attention. In the escape condition, the consequences and antecedents are manipulated by providing the child with a task. You want to give them a functional task and then use a 3-step modeling procedure. You want to first place a demand, second, model the expectation, and then third, provide some hand-over-hand assistance with running the program. If in this condition you're seeing a lot of problem behaviors, you are likely seeing an escape maintain behavior. If they engage in the problem behavior during this condition, you stop the demand, you reinforce by giving them the escape that they want, and then after a little bit, you go back to placing demands and see if the behavior continues. In the tangible condition, you are going to give the child a preferred item for a few seconds, and then you are going to remove the item. If they begin engaging in the problem behavior, you are going to give them the item back. If you're seeing a lot of behaviors under this condition, it is likely a tangible access function. And then finally, the alone condition, which is kind of tricky, but you want to leave the child alone, watching them either from a different room or on a camera. You're giving low levels of stimulation. There's not a lot of items to play with. There's not a lot of stuff for them to do, and there's no attention, no demands. If the behavior is still happening quite a bit, it is possibly an automatic reinforcement function. After you have finished, obviously you need to assess the data. You want to look at which conditions the behavior occurs in most frequently, and that is going to more often than not line up with a specific function of behavior. It's obviously not clear cut. There's no 100% success on anything we do in ABA, but the function is most likely going to line up with the condition that the behavior occurs in most frequently. And of course, our good friends Cooper, Heron, and Heward are responsible for this information. Thank you guys for watching.